Hey boys and girls, it's David from EXLsite.com, and today we're going to be talking about 7 ideas to improve your language vocabulary. First thing you need to do is read and listen a lot, because this is the quickest way to pick up new vocabulary through passive activities. You don't learn new vocabulary by speaking and writing. If you do that, you just use the vocabulary you already know. And also, as you read and listen, you will see how the words are used in context. You'll understand how they're used, and you won't necessarily have to look up each word in a dictionary because you'll begin to grasp them and pick them up implicitly. Second thing you can do is write the new words that you learn down. This is important because you forget words if you don't review them. So you need to write them down so you can review them. You can do that on flashcards, in a phrase book, like a lexical notebook, or a word surfing book, something on that order, or even use software that can help you do that. It can be as simple as using Word or typing in those words on your cell phone, or you can use something more complex like an SRS. We'll talk about that in a minute. But then once you've written those words down, you can also make sentences with them. You can write out a sentence. You can practice that word in sentences and also use that word when you're talking to other people. That way you'll begin having contact with that word, reviewing it often and frequently, and reinforcing the new words that you're learning. This way you make it a part of your active vocabulary. Then you can begin to connect the dots, kind of like a detective. Okay, right from the word itself, based on the prefix or the suffix or the roots of those words, you can often understand what the word means. There are other clues from the context of the article that you're reading or from what you're listening to. You can also compare that word to different words or similar words, or even use your dictionary to make a word map and keep track of the new words that you learn and visualize them. Use a visual dictionary or a tool like Visual Words so that you can compare the word that you're learning with other words that you already know. And then begin to associate the word itself. You can substitute the sounds that you're hearing using a keyword method, then visualize them and associate those sounds together so that you remember them. You can also review the words that you learn often at specific intervals. You can do that by, as we mentioned earlier, just reading or listening to those words. Look for them in context throughout your day. You can use an SRS, which is a spaced repetition system or software, where you make note of those words that you're learning, and then the software will define how often you need to see those words again, whether daily or weekly. And then as you learn them better, you review them often, and they become easier, you will see them less and less. And then just recycle the new words that you're learning in general through your day-to-day activities. So that review is important so that you don't forget them, because for you to make a word part of your active vocabulary, you need to hear it about 40 times. And also you can play word games. There's memory games where you can flip the cards over to match the words with the definitions. You can play search a word or do crossword puzzles, or even make up your own using software online. It's really simple. That way you can review the words, recall them in a fun manner where it won't even seem like you're learning. You're just playing around. So we set up a quick vocabulary survey to help you out. We'd like to know from you what you need to do to improve your vocabulary, what your biggest difficulties are in learning a new language. So if you go to exlsite.com/VSW, you can take that quick 2-second, 2-question survey and help us help you better. We'd like to share with you our #1 secret for improving vocabulary fast. Answer your vocabulary questions. We've outlined a series of 52 videos that we'd like to create and do some live webcasts, but that could take a while, so we want to get the most important information into your hands as fast as possible. So if you want to find out more about that, just go to exlsite.com/vocab. We look forward to hearing from you. My name is David. There's my contact information. We'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, we'd be glad to help you. God bless you. Have a great day, and bye-bye.